There. Huh? Ah, here we go. It's going. Hello, Hippocat, with your good microphone.
Hey.
Said sarcastically, but whatever. Better than nothing. I guess if everything completely dies, you can just hang in chat, but hopefully it won't come to that. So, even though we just played last week, I kind of forgot what was going on because I was so... My week was filled with so much excitement from my new SNES Classic Mini, hell yeah. But I think, yeah, Pirate Homeworld were here. And I did advertise that there was a music track here somewhere that was a remix from music from Super Metroid, and I don't remember ever hearing it last time, so maybe it was there and I just didn't notice. But I'll try to point it out, because I know what it is. And I've separately heard it afterwards. Okay, I didn't actually... This time when I launched Dolphin, I didn't actually test for performance before all this. But I hope, since nothing else has changed, it's gonna be possible at the very least. As usual, in the beginning there might be a few struggles here, because, you know, compiling shaders or whatnot, but this is usually a time where no one is here anyway, so who cares? And I'm trying to figure out where I could possibly even go. I don't remember what I got. I got the electricity thing. Oh right, you know what? I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be on the Pirate Homeworld. Because the brain clued me in last time. Hey, Samus, an upgrade you need to fulfill your mission might be on a different planet. Might be conveniently enough on Elysia, so we're actually going back there and pumping electricity into that one purple thing that I remember. The only purple thing on the entire planet, I think. Unless I'm forgetting another purple thing, but should be that. Even more purple. More purple than I currently am myself. And that was probably about the last unexplored area of Skytown. So, only makes sense that, say, maybe the spiderball is gonna be there. And if that happens, we have a lot of stuff we can get. Because I don't think the protective anti-acid rain suit is something ever needed on any other planet, so that pickup probably won't be necessary to get all the stuff on Norian or Brio, for example, but right now, Spider Ball time, which I think should be, maybe closest to this site. Let's find out. I mean, I could probably zoom in on that map and find out, but it's better to just go without thinking. Better for everyone's mental health. So I've been oh shit, that thing just straight up clipped through my ship. Oh well. I have been considering, Hippocat, what if we did the Witcher games after this one and the Zelda's way last? But one thing that I can think about against that is that after Witcher games the Zeldas are gonna be even more uninspiring, because the graphics are gonna be worse, the gameplay is gonna be more boring, the story and all that is gonna be worse. So, do you think you could maintain enough, like, facade of enthusiasm to at least guest on the streams if we do the Zeldas after the Witcher games?
I'm not sure I can maintain the facade of being interested even on Witcher fucking streams.
Well,
I'm not even sure I can maintain anything at this point.
Well, I mostly mean not just like, you know, in anything you say or in how you sound or anything, but just like being here. Because despite everything, you still agree to this shit every time. And
wait, what? I can refuse?
Actually, no, but you know, you signed the contract in the first place, so I mean, it's too late now to think it over, but back when you had the choice, you made the choice. Where the fuck am I going? Wow, this thing is completely disconnected from everything else. Alright, I guess this was the wrong landing site. Unless I can just like shoot myself out of a cannon. It probably would be showing on the on the map as a little line connecting the areas, but let's make sure that the previous part is completely unreachable now. I mean, there is a cannon in here, looks like. Might actually get shot out of it. Hello, Sabiente. Okay, we are just going to
Hello.
the left in here.
Such a fucking bother to actually move the mic and unmute the mic and then do everything in reverse order after I'm done speaking. Holy shit.
Well, it only makes every time you speak all the more special. Alright, there's the purpleness. Am I draining or am I actually... Let's drain first. I don't know if I need to power this thing or if I need to drain it of electricity. I might need to actually power this thing, which will mean sacrificing my health, but let's read about it. Angelica is low on power. Aha, requires more. Okay, alright. Ah, too bad it's so laggy on the outside of Elysia. Alright. That only took me 50 health. Well, you know what? The lagginess makes it... Whoa, shit, the door fell off. The lagginess will make it easier for me to shoot the shit. Hopefully. Oh, that's the door. No, okay. Wow, fuck the doors. This place has seen better days, looks like. This particular rail. Okay. Oh no, I've been disengaged. Is anyone attacking or no, I don't think anyone's attacking. Well, I have my super screw you attack, so let's just use that. Reach over. And I'm going to make an educated guess that to get back, we're going to use that very conveniently. Right there, spider track. Holy shit, that goes around the whole place. How very nice that the track broke exactly there. And not somewhere where I would fall to my death. Okay, now it's time to get the energy back, bitches. Well, that was not as much as I actually hoped for, but whatever. Alright. Oh, this looks like a X-ray visor thing, maybe? Which one's X-ray again? Or maybe not, maybe it's the multi-missile thing. Okay. Man, it's kinda messed up when you think about it, that Witcher 3 runs better than Metroid Prime 3. But oh well, them's the breaks of emulation. At least this NES Mini doesn't lag outside of flashback, so that's nice. Yeah, well, I need information. Tell me everything about this room, visor. Fallen gear appears movable. Cannot get enough leverage to pull from this angle. Movable, huh? There's a lore bot in there as well. Protective barrier in place. Restore room operations to release barrier. Shoot the shit. Defeat. Oh shit. Okay, give me the lore again. I didn't press the thing I needed to press to read it. The 2 weeks following the seed's impact were disastrous. Like the Aurora unit, we too were infected with a phasm-based virus. The spreading corruption... Oh, okay, so I'm assuming every robot in here is not bio-cybernetic or whatever in nature, so I guess it can infect just straight up electronics? I guess if it itself is sentient, it just kinda, on a molecular level, knows what to do to fuck up electronics as well. That's bizarre. The spreading corruption consumed many of us, putting us under space pirate control. It was not long before only a handful of us remained. During this time, there was but a moment, a single grain of sand, that we received aid. Gore, the hunter dispatched by the Federation, arrived here to restore the Aurora unit. Our hope quickly vanished as he too was corrupted by Phazon and lost his own will. He now leads the assault on the remaining... Hello, Pog fan. Remaining survivors, taking more and
Hello.
more off the station over with each passing day. There is no hope left for us. Soon, we too will be among the enemy forces. The last of us now stand before the brink of our history's end, silently waiting out our final hours. I am Elysian, descendant of both the Chozo and the First. I am facing the last moments of my life and transferring my memory to the datapod. That reminds me of flashback once again. Oh well. Tragic, very tragic. So that here is from there, I'm assuming. It's there somewhere. Looks about right, but bad angle for this. It's kind of hard to imagine being able to lift this huge thing with my little dinky lasso. But I'm gonna trust the game that it's possible. Yeah, this must be a way out, I guess. The other way here I can go? No? Phase any feeling, yes. Yeah, well, that's interesting. So they told me to re-enable the communications, or operations in this room, rather, communications. There is the spiderball track that looks just like a tire. Alright. Well, I mean, this looks a bit suspicious, but can't really, unless I like, super mega jump here. Probably not gonna achieve anything. Yeah, so how do I restore the operations? Part of me kinda almost feels like I need to put the gear on for that. Yeah, the gear goes up there, but what angle? What angle? Can I lend the gear some of my life force, you know? Okay, well, how about from up here? That looks completely implausible, but who knows with Metroid Prime 3 and physics. No? Okay, I need somehow from behind, be able to pull it from behind. I wonder if that actually would require opening up this barrier, because unless you just kind of do this and it magically works now. Didn't expect it, but interesting. Well, when in trouble, scan some more. And from this engine I used to supply power to the pod engines. I don't care about pod engines, why would I care about the pod engines? Still green. This is all the same. Then the crates. Puzzling, very, very puzzling. I guess.
Hello, Mike.
Yes, hello, Mike. These gears have stopped functioning and missing sections into resume operations. Yes, okay, I figured that much, but now to find out how the bloody hell am I going to pull this gear up there, what angle could I possibly, like, I mean, there's something that looks like a ball path up there. Maybe. Wait a second, where is the door? Where was the goddamn door? How did I even come in this room? Did I fall out of the... Yeah, I guess I fell out. Yeah, I used the ball track actually. I came here this way. So that's the way I came here. And not relevant in the slightest. So somehow I need to get up there somewhere, maybe. Launch the gear, or pull the gear rather. This is sadistic, because, you know, the solution is in this room, because you can't even get back out of it. Yet there's nothing, absolutely nothing in here that gives me any hints. I mean, obviously the gear and the logical chain would be to put it there somehow. Do I just literally stand here and flip it over my head? Because that would be retarded. I have tried that multiple times before, and unfortunately... Do I do it mid-jump now? No. So I put that on the spot for the gear, and that'll probably restore operation to the room and open the barrier. So, like, what's the problem? The problem is, how the fuck do I flip the gear back up there? Considering no angle I can get in this room makes any sense. Or even works without making any sense. I don't know about help, Mike. I kinda wanna see if there's anything I'm missing first. Scanning is usually a good idea, but everything is here. And here is scanned. I guess different angles, this gear does different things. Gear can be pulled from this angle. Maybe possible to return the gear. What? No, I tried pulling from this angle. What? Unless I'm not pressing the correct buttons all of a sudden to pull. Which would be preposterous. Utterly preposterous, because you see my hand animation. That's pulling. That's very pulling. Specific type of waggle. Well, I have all of them mapped on my number keys. So I'm going to waggle as hard as I can with all the buttons. 3, 4, 1, whatever, electricity going everywhere. I mean, I'm also somehow... Am I doing that? Or is it just fucking up? Yeah, I guess the Ghostbuster ray is just doing the wiggle on its own. Well, you know what? How about I open my controller setup and see if there is any other motion. Am I... By the way, am I doing the nunchuck? Am I shaking? Yeah, the usual shake and stuff is nunchuck. So maybe there is like a swing forward and backward. I have mapped those. Let's try one of those inputs, I guess. God damn it. Close the menu, close the menu. Okay. No, those inputs do nothing. What if I stood farther away? No, can't hit. If I stood closer? No. So, okay, at this point I think there is something really obvious that I'm not getting and I'm not capable to get, so... I guess Mike is saying that I do actually need to pull the gear, but I am doing the exact same thing that I always do when I pull shields and other stuff like that, and it's not doing anything. You can see my hand animating properly and all that. Interesting. Maybe there's something that can be googled about this, because there are threads out there on motion controls in this game, on emulators, and how to deal with that stuff. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not using a controller, but surely this would just require the same inputs as every other time I'm pulling something. Surely it's not some very specific movement I need to do with the nunchuck in this case. Okay, let me see about mapping some more inputs about the nunchuck. So, swing up, down, left, right. Swing up. Shake. Maybe this time I need to like shake upwards, but I did try the different numbers, didn't I? Let's see. One and two just don't do anything. That's the shaking in different axes. Only shaking in this axis does anything at all. Tilt and swing. Well, I have all my keyboard to spare, so how about this is this, swing that, and tilt can be, say, GVBN, GVN, close and close and close. It'll be kind of amusing if the first thing I'm trying to do today doesn't work, and because of that I cannot proceed with the game. Okay, so apparently those buttons at least do something, but they don't seem to do enough. I'm pulling as hard as I can. Okay, and a G and all those other buttons. Okay, G also does a thing. And V and N. Wow, all of those do things. What? Okay, so one of those buttons was let go, apparently. So how about I push all of them? Controller config. Inputs in the controller stop. So controller config, rather, you mean in the emulator itself? Is there any? Well, I mean, okay. There is like percentages in all that, but there's radius. Well, I guess there's a tilting radius of 90 instead of 100. So, I mean, actually, not that's not radius. That's an angle. And the 90 angle makes sense. Radius is 100 everywhere in here. Threshold. No, everything seems to be either at 100 or not a value that would make anything different. Like angles. That go in here. Okay. Connect. Maybe if I find some combination of keys. Check my waggle X. How do I even do that? Controllers configure. Nunchuck configure. Well, I mean, there is that little circle named stick, but that's not really here relevant. There is also a tilt. I mean, tilt is going to the edges of like the inner square. And the swing though, does the full direction, looks like. So what if I say put the angle to like 180? Oops. Or something. Some crazy. Don't worry about me shooting, that's just me pressing my mouse buttons. Okay, so that does the tilt a lot. Maybe that is the key in here, maybe I need to like super crazy tilt. Okay, connect. Now do the super crazy tilt. No? Well, I'm tilting it 180 apparently. That's an angle to tilt something at. And it was reaching the borders of the square in the configuration. Huh. Maybe it's all because of HyperCat's faulty microphone that haunted the stream. This is bizarre. The strangest part is that like multiple what? No. Oh shit, okay. This was a mistake. Controllers. Figure this. That, okay. Multiple buttons and directions actually produce the same result in this. It's like that is tilting. All of these, like I'm pressing 4 buttons and they're doing the same thing with my hand, which looks like pulling. And the little swing that I mapped on the other. Again, all 4. Actually, no, that's wrong. Only up and down do this, but they don't seem to be swinging all that much. But there wasn't a setup in there. Was there about how hard you swing? Because I would have put that number higher. Swing, no. There is only a dead zone. And when I press this, the swing is... that shows up to full. It was on 90 originally, Talk Fan. It was on 90 originally, before I started messing with it. Would be once again something like it did have problems with the range of the the motion, as I described at some point, and this helped, but I doubt that's gonna do it this time. And I'm still trying because, you know, miracles happen. So is it like legitimately, am I supposed to stand here and just pull this thing like I pull everything else in the game? Is that literally what I'm having to do here? Because there's definitely another. Can I maybe like find a shield pirate somewhere to prove that this, I mean, I'm stuck here. I can always load my game, try to find a shield pirate, prove that, at least prove to myself that pulling is working as usual. Man, fascinating. How should we proceed with this? I don't think I have any ideas, I'll be honest. I mean, I could always restart the emulator, but it never does anything. Is there some sort of cheat code? Maybe I can just give myself the spider ball, escape this room? Looks purple when, because I mean, I have the upgrade, so I don't know. I have the energy upgrade. Isn't that just like, doesn't it always get purple from that point on? Because there's nothing I can do differently to make it shoot out be yellow. I don't think. Actually, funnily enough, when I put my tilt to 90 degrees, pressing buttons to swing the thing stopped working at all. Let's see, how about back to 180 or like 150? Actually 160 is the better number. 160. Is it a better number? No, it's not. 150 is the better number. Close, close, close. Because, yeah, I can push that button, which is the tilt button and not like the shake wildly button, to shoot out my lasso when the angle is larger than 90. That is different. Smoothing problem. Well, looks yellow. Try to pull the gear. That's bizarre because I needed the upgrade to actually get in here, and that would be kind of weird if. What am I even thinking of? If you had to select a different type of lasso or something crazy like that. Because like there is no difference in the initial swing control-wise, because I was just pressing the shake button every time to connect the thing. Maybe there is a thread about the because people have beaten this game and they've written about motion controls and such. Maybe there is a thread somewhere. Let me actually join in the googling. Alright. Prime 3 Dolphin Pull Gear. Bond and then checks motion controls to swing the gear, blah blah blah. Aha. Well, there's literally a thread about this on Reddit. Hey, so I've been playing Metroid Prime 3, well, the trilogy version. Well, that could be different. I was doing mostly great until I got to the part of the game where I have to retrieve the spider ball. I have to grapple a gear on the floor and pull on the nunchucks motion controls to swing the gear into the air to place it back in its place. Nothing in my control scheme lets me do this, and everything I've done for every motion-based sequence in the game has worked fine up to this. You want to bind nunchuck shake to something. There is nothing you cannot do. With keyboard and mouse, the system. I have one, two, mouse. And okay, nunchuck shake Z. That is what I was using. Nunchuck bound just fine. Switch to the shake another key. No luck. Can't imagine what point would be. Motion and let's pull gear into the air at all. Spin up into the air for a second or so, and you have to something else. Can you pull space pirate shields? Everything has worked so far. Shields, pneumatic combination. Could well be. But I can run this armor off. Use the buttons once the grapple is attached. Thanks to contain the luck update. I know what the hell I did, but it works perfect now. This is so weird because I spent over 2 hours today trying to get the fucking thing to work. Maybe it needs a clear restart for the button animation to change take place. Okay, so there is no solution in this thread, just one person having this problem. Well, I can always quick save and quickly restart my dolphin. There is the pinkness that shall accompany it. Luckily I don't have the super loud sounds to go with it anymore. Yeah, stop the current emulation, please. Stopping emulation. Okay, dolphin. I'm gonna, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna launch the version without cursor lock. So I would have to actually actively keep my mouse on the first monitor. But who knows? Like, anything is a possibility. So load state. Nope. So, Mike, are you watching the actual, like, Prime 3? Or maybe it's the trilogy version? Because they changed some things in the trilogy version there. It could be, weirdly, somehow that they changed the color. Is it purple at any other point in that person's videos? Is this? Like, the guy on Reddit mentioned that he was fucking with this for 2 hours. I hope it doesn't come to that. But I really don't see anything else I could possibly do here. Okay. Super swing, like, swinging this shit. And sometimes the fist goes a bit further as I swing. Hopefully it's not like a mash super hard type of situation. Cannot jump during this. What if I was doing it in hyper mode? Can I? No. Well, that was worth a shot. Not actually, but you know. What else can I do? Can I say, like, restart? Options. Quit. Actually, is there like any controller settings in here? Controls. Open premiere, resume fire, sensitivity. Ah, that's actually... Lock on frame is now default to on. The lock on frame feature allows you to freely move your gun while you're locked on enemy with advanced control sensitivity. I have no idea what. Oh, it's that thing. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, this is something I do need, so I'm not gonna touch this. That's weird, Mike. That's really weird, because I guess you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna quit here and fly somewhere when there is people with shields or something I can pull. Like, I mean, there is robots I can pull stuff, right? And they are on this planet. Maybe I can find some robots you pull with those radio signals coming off of them. I don't remember where they are. They might have been all like destroyed or something. Is there anything I can pull to see if it's yellow? Okay, evidently I didn't save on Elysia, but that doesn't really matter. Well, at least one more person on the internet over there has been having my very same problem. And unfortunately he didn't get any answers in the Reddit thread that I just found, but that makes me feel slightly better that it's just not just me. And I was able to shake Gandrade off, right? Because I remember that being one more like thing that people were talking about being for some reason harder with the motion controls mapped on Dolphin than just general motions. Okay, so this is gonna keep happening because my mouse is going off screen. But okay, where can I find shield people? Pirates. Pirates are probably just gone from like Brio and stuff, or are they still there? I think my best bet are the Elysia robots, but I don't know where they are. I think I fought most of them on the second half of the planet. So let's fly there. And look for those robots so I can see if my beam is purple or yellow. Well, I mean, a video of someone just pulling the gear successfully isn't gonna help me. I'm gonna just trust you on this matter right now, that the beam automatically changes color depending on what you're trying to do. Because, in that thread someone mentioned that the gear is supposed to, like, go slightly in the air, right? If you pull it insufficiently. That was not even happening, like, literally nothing was happening. What I want to see, also, in addition to if I ever get the yellow lasso, what I want else to see is if when I'm connected to something that I need to power or drain, if I am able to do the motions and my hand reacts to the motions like it did with the gear. Because it could be some really weird glitch which makes the gear not being recognized as a motion object. And I'm not sure that would even be an emulator issue, because it's a really weird mistake for an emulator to do, to make rather. And usually emulation, like, visual glitches is one thing. And even then, I very much doubt that the color of the lasso is going to be like an emulation visual glitch. But glitches that just alter the game performance, that don't result in just a crash, glitches that make the game work wrong in very specific ways, they just usually don't happen with emulation as far as I know. So that must be an in-game glitch of some sort. There is always a possibility that if I just like reload and come there a different time and do something different, maybe that gear is bugged, and if I like charge that gate and then drain that other gate and then don't fall down. Oh, okay, it's going hyper. And then I don't fall down into that room, but instead I leave and like pull something. Maybe at that point it'll like reset something important and make me pull again. Okay, so where can I find those pullable robots? I keep thinking there are shield turrets on Brio, but I mean there's still stuff to do on Brio. Unfortunately, most of it not without spiderball, but okay, I think those robots are usually mainly on the outside. Also, technically when I travel along those rails... Oh wait, I don't think I actually can return back at that point. If I travel along those rails, I'm gonna end up on that one platform. And the only way back out... is actually the spider track. I guess there are those pullable beds on Brio. You can always go there. Check this. I'm gonna make a round around this place to see if I can find any pull bots. So I guess I cannot return strictly after draining that force field, because I think it was after the rail. What? Who just bumped into me? I guess those attacks go through walls and such. Oh, and there's this. I mean, I still need my green... Did I get a green beam? I don't think I got a green beam at any point. So I can't really do anything with the phase-eye thing. Where do you go from here again? Into that orange door, perhaps? We're gonna solve this bug for the future of mankind. History is gonna be made today. Or maybe I'll just give up, play something else. Very possible as well. Okay, wait, no, that's like a save room there or something. Well, I mean, this was pullable, not pullable anymore. Ah, there are the robots, okay. Huh. So I can't pull them anymore after getting that upgrade either. I mean, that was not a pull, clearly. Or was it? I don't know, they just keep dying on their own. I think I'm like... Yeah, I think what I was doing is I was like reloading their systems accidentally. And because I was pressing like back and forth, which is weird. But that, like that, okay, that is a valid interaction with the flying bots apparently. You can overload them on energy. Or drain them or whatever I was doing and kill them. So there has to be... Or absorb, yes. So there has to be some like physical thing somewhere in the game, surely. An obstacle that is only pullable and not energy drainable. Because the bats on Brio, if I'm not mistaken, they are also gonna be energy drainable then. Okay, screw that guy. So unfortunately I think I must have pulled everything, unless there's like something that can be perpetually pulled over and over. Like move it back and forth or something. Can anyone remember, Mike or Pokefan or anyone, can you guys remember? Okay, I'm getting completely bumped into this. Is there anything in the game accessible to me at this point which you can pull like back and forth or something like that, which will be pullable right now to me? That is not an enemy. Because we've established enemies is just not gonna work. I don't think there will be anything in like the Metroid section. Okay, well I'm going back to my ship either way. So, also, if those robots, if I can... Alright, I need to hyper mode that. If I can pull energy from them or push energy into them or whatever, does that mean that I am not able to just pull enemies anymore at this point? Because in the game there is apparently no difference control-wise. Oh wait, you don't need to be a ball for this. I don't know if there is a difference. Does seem like there is a difference control-wise that you do to bring out the yellow lasso or the purple lasso. So logically that would mean that like for the enemies you can only do now the newest ability and not the oldest, so I cannot pull enemies anymore. I wonder if I can even pull shields from pirates now. I'm gonna check the Brio bats, and there might be shield pirates still there, but I think they all left Brio after I destroyed the Leviathan seed. Where is the exit of all this crap? Oh shit, I forgot to look. Did I do like, did Samus's hand get animated when I was oh, maybe I can get this while I'm here. Wasn't there like a purple thing? Oh, I think there was a spider track involved as well, at the very least, so okay, we're not gonna be able to do that. Okay, I think this goes... No, wait, actually, this goes back to the purple thing and the rail and the cannon and all that. Okay, well, I might as well drain, or actually energize that railway system. Okay, yes, and I don't think it is possible to get back via screw attacks if you follow that railway. So if this is a game glitch, which it could be, I wonder if it's possible to Google like not being able to pull things after getting the energy lasso in Metroid Prime 3. Can someone Google that while I am indisposed right there at the moment? Actually, I will also check if you can screw attack, because I see those platforms now. Maybe you can screw attack from from spider track platform to spider track platform. Oh, it put me on here. Delightful. Okay, no, I think that is way too far. I'm gonna make a suicidal attempt anyway, but... Ah! That's too slow. I wonder if that maybe has anything to do with like performance, but surely like the type of lasso that gets brought out is not going to be affected by performance, only possibly the motion controls. Okay, but there is a very slight possibility that maybe like saving after doing this. Oh, there is another test subject. Okay. Okay, I didn't have enough time to see if I was doing the hand gestures during that. But I was doing the hand gestures during the gear. I think when you absorb energy, you need to move the stick on nunchuck. Yeah, that's the same thing that makes me walk, right? So when I absorb or put energy into things, I press like forward and backward on my walking controls. I just need to pull. I use motion. Well, I mean, I was not using those. I don't think like. Surely, if something's pullable, just me doing the control for draining energy wouldn't make the lasso shoot out wrong. Because that all implies this is a different command for a different lasso, which frankly sounds a bit absurd. Okay, there is my landing zone. I'm gonna save and go to Brio. Or were there pirates with shields on the pirate homeworld? There must have been, surely. If anywhere, actually, we can see pirates. But again, pirates with shields I can probably drain from energy as well. Or off energy. So I really need a actual piece of environment that you pull to check for this. And there was... Oh, you know what? You know what? I think there is one. Oh no, fuck, that was... I think that was shooting it with... You know that ice side of Brio, where you jump across the chasm in the room where you get the screw attack, there is that palm of the hand that you need to turn over. I think that is accomplished by shooting it, right? It was not by pulling it. Damn it. Because surely somewhere in the game there is something that you pull back and forth. I just cannot think of it. Let me quickly see though, just in case, if my WS, okay. Well, I'm in D-pad, okay, how about, what if I... Oops. We'll click to clear, okay, what if I disable all those D-pad things? And also, let me check if anything is double mapped. 1, 2, 3. No, nothing is double mapped there. Yeah, apparently I've accidentally pressed travel in the ship while I was doing the control stuff. Golem and Brio. Golem and Brio. Where is it? I have done some things with some golems, but maybe not the one you're talking about. First of all, I'm gonna go here, because there might be the bats, and at the very least I will pull the bats or drain energy from them. Golem and Brio. There is the golem that needs to be charged. I know that one in the golem hall or hollow golems or whatever. But that's not what I want. There was also that one room, but that golem was required for progression. Where there is a pumping station, Federation pumping station. Can't recall any other golems that you can interact with. That way, at the very least, I mean. There is a room with a fallen golem with like 8 pieces of pullable wall that are covering a ball track, and I pulled them all. So, okay, that's not gonna be a thing. Also, for some reason today, the performance is being worse than previous streams. But again, I'm gonna assume that that doesn't actually correlate to the weird bug with the lasso color, because that would be really stupid if that... What? Oh, okay, I was doing the screw attack back then. It would be very stupid if that somehow affected what color lasso you shoot out. Oh, well, that guy died, okay. So where is that golem, Mike? Where is it and how do I get there? Okay, there's the pool bats. Yellow as always. Of course, yeah, I'm... Oh, by the way, yeah, you know what I think? Purple is the default, right, when I'm not doing anything. And blue is when I'm draining energy. Wasn't the beam blue when I was using it on the gear? Like when I shot it, it was purple, but didn't it turn blue? And when I'm shooting the beam in the first place, it is blue originally. So maybe there is something to that idea. No, this time it was just purple when I... Whoa, holy shit, that was some glitchy ass shit. Okay, well there I think I ripped it. Oh, someone wants to talk to me. Ah, yeah, he's gonna tell me about the spiderball. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Yeah. Well, whilst I'm waiting for the golem information, I'm gonna go to Skytown again. Also, I think I'm gonna relaunch Dolphin with cursor lock because it's being a bother. Maybe it'll also improve the performance, because who knows? This emulation bullshit. Can never predict how it's gonna work. But there's always the chance that, like that other person at the thread on Reddit that I read mentioned, that just something will mysteriously work all of a sudden. Okay, enter ship. Go to Elysius, save there. I wonder why it's laggy in addition to everything, because I did what I always did before the other streams. I rebooted my PC, and that's pretty much the extent of what I did, but I didn't change any settings or anything. So that's all kind of weird. Maybe Skype being a faggot, and not like instead of Discord, Skype screen sharing could be lagging it up, because that's the only difference from previous streams. Because Hippocat's mic wasn't working with Discord, or Discord wasn't working with Hippocat's mic.
I heard Hippocat, do you need something?
No, I was just considering if Skype screen share could be causing the slight lag that I'm experiencing, which was different from the previous streams. But no, I'm still stuck in that freaking gear and trying to figure it out. So I will call you by name when anything changes. Though I will probably, just for a test, I will stop my screen share in a second. So you know what, you probably don't care to look at this because there's no progress being made or anything, so you will leave without screen sharing for a little bit, Hippycat. So I'm gonna stop that and see if it improves the performance. I don't know if it did anything, but well, let's see. Relaunch Dolphin. Would be funny if I went to the gear right now and it just worked, and turned out it was because of Skype. Oh man, Microsoft. Because of everyone's problems. Okay. Emulator down. Color enabled. Close emulation. Or stop emulation or whatever. Dolphin cursor lock. Metroid Prime 3. Until it starts. Disable the color. Cursor lock the mouse. It's alright, Super Saiyan, cringe with MLPJ. You are not missing anything right now because we are trying to deal with a glitch. And virtually no progress has been made since the start of the stream. There is this gear that I need to like launch into the air in a weird way by pulling it like I've been pulling objects in this game reliably, and it's just not being pulled. For some reason, instead of doing that, I am trying to like drain health from it, which is the same control, which is weird. So we can't even understand if it is an emulator glitch or a game glitch. At the very least, I'm now very good at remembering how to get there. There is the cannon. I just realized that MLPJ said got to go, so I probably didn't even need to bother talking to him because he already left, but whatever. Okay, so the rail. Is the rail gonna be... No, the rail is purple as well. Huh. Interesting. When... Okay, Mike, in that video... It was you, right, who was watching the video? When the person travels along this rail, is lasso purple or is it yellow? Probably wouldn't help me in any way to know the answer, but I'm curious. Okay, drain energy from this. I'm gonna attempt being the keyword, get back across this, just in case it could be done. Okay, it's gonna put me on that platform, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Yeah, I don't think there's anything short of landing on some geometry in a really glitchy way I can do to get there, so unfortunately I cannot save after draining that force field. just in case that would somehow affect this whole thing. An option that I'm open to maybe is doing some sort of emulate. Is there like built-in cheats like there are in N64 emulators or in SNES? Because maybe I can just give myself the spiderball and kind of cheat through this bullshit. Okay, back to the fateful gear. Right, I need to scan this guy. I don't actually need to, but you know, I want to be complete about this room. Can't get enough leverage. When you jump here, it turns red again because you can't come pull from this angle. So, moment of truth. The fuck is wrong with this shit? And now it's yellow. I hate everything. Well, okay. I'm gonna go screen share with Hippocat again. Hippocat, we solved the thing.
Good job, I guess.
Yes, I came back here and it just worked. I wonder if sharing screen via Skype was actually what was fucking it up. That's the only thing that actually changed between the two attempts. Also, Mike, you will notice that it was yellow only when I was actually pulling. It was purple when I shot it out. So I guess it changes color depending on the action you do with it after shooting it and connecting to the thing. Oh well. You know what? I think I will put in the description, I will put something about how you can skip to that and that time. But I will leave this live. I will leave this archive of the stream as a lesson for future generations to do random shit and then maybe like try not to screen share via Skype just in case you're doing that. Oh, fuck me. Actually,
You should have let me skip all that part.
yeah, well, you know what? I don't think time travel works like that. Oh, man, I thought it would be a bigger drop. Okay. Well, we endured. I am proud of myself. Because I did stuff and then it worked. Personal Z. If only I know what Z was. I guess it's target. Yes, it's the lock-on button. So, Mike, I like did a bunch of stuff in between the attempts, but the only two things I can think of that were different without like things that I actually did in between would be A, after energizing that gate before the rail, I went back and saved and then I traveled along the rail, and B, originally when we were doing this I had been screen sharing with Hippocat over Skype, and I turned that off before I attempted again. So either of those two things. And there is a very slight possibility, now that we know a certain aspect, that the lasso isn't originally yellow when you shoot it out. It turns yellow when you start pulling. So logically that would mean that originally when I was sharing with Hippocat screen sharing and trying to do that, it didn't recognize my actions as pulling and it didn't turn the lasso yellow. So like there is a slim chance that maybe, just maybe, because of the screen share and the FPS might have been different, like performance might have been slightly different because of that. Fuck, how do I get back up here? Ah, I have to let go of the... Okay, that's a bit tricky. Right, so maybe because of Skype screen sharing, the performance was slightly worse, and somehow that affected the motion controls being responsive to the shake? That sounds incredibly far-fetched. But that is Unless it's a video, like a glitch in the game itself, and going to save after energizing the gate before the pulley was actually the key. Those are the only two things that I can think of. Also, what did I get down there? Didn't I get another missile expansion? But it didn't give me a... I guess it was just a missile or something. Or maybe there was just nothing. Well, whatever. We can now progress. I was afraid that's gonna be another Might Magic 9 situation where close to the end... Well, I mean, I'm assuming I'm close to the end. Roughly. We would have to just end the playthrough before we can actually finish the game. That Might Magic 9 still haunts me. Ah, fuck, what? Somehow I was pushed away from that. But yeah, unfortunately that Reddit thread was archived and very old. So I can't really help anyone with this knowledge. Because there is a possibility that maybe that gear requires just a slightly stronger pull or some shit. And that person's emulator wasn't giving him the best performance and he wasn't able to do it. And considering Dolphin, for me, has been all too random with how it performs, there's a possibility that other guy who was in that thread, who said that after 2 hours of fucking, it finally worked for no reason. Maybe Dolphin decided to cooperate. Weird, but at least that should be the only time, right? I wonder if now I can actually go and pull the robots or the bats, but I'm not gonna spend any time on that. Instead, I'm going to go back to Brio to the golem hole and energize that one golem. Give me a spiderball track. There was also some well, I mean, I can also go to the observatory and do stuff in there. And there was some other spiderball related stuff. But you know what, I'm not gonna go for all pickups until after I have the green torch thing that will get me through phasite or whatever. Ah yes, the ice part, it did have, yeah, thank for the reminder, because there was spider tracks in the ice part. I remember that, yes. But in Skytown at the very least there is also the phasite plate. There might be a phasite plate in Brio also, in that one large open area where there was a bunch of fights all the time. Man, this spiderball track is crazy. But I'm not gonna go for that. After I get all the upgrades, I'm gonna go item hunting using the map, which tells you where the upgrades are left. So I guess technically it would be a good idea to maybe at least use the observatory and get those updates for Pirate Homeworld and Phase. Yeah, that is like literally 2 plates of phasite that there might be something on Norian. I don't remember exactly what was left on Norian, but clearly there is still stuff in there. Or I guess not clearly, but very likely at the very least. Yeah. But we'll do that after we get absolutely everything, just in case. Minimize backtracking. But I really want to do the golem thing, because that would lead to me being able to do the ship carrying the power cell thing, and I've been waiting to do that since before I started doing this Let's Play almost. Or Let's Play stream. You know, playthrough, whatever. Am I walking where the ship is? I sure hope I'm walking towards where my ship is.
Samus, this is Admiral Dane.
Oh shit, Admiral Dane's on the line.
I've ordered the Federation fleet to walk to the pirate homeworld and begin the invasion. I think it's time we took the fight to them. We'll contact you when we're ready to commence our assault.
Cool, so Admiral Dane is planning a full frontal nudity attack on the pirate homeworld. I guess no, they knew about the planet because they sent Gandrade there, so it's not like we discovered it and it led to them being able to do that. So I guess they just, for some reason, decided to do that, maybe because they were fed up with the Leviathan. That was like the last straw. Everything they did before. Green door and Norian. What? Green door? Does that require the green beam? I guess it will require the green beam. I guess there would be no power missiles, super missiles in this game. Okay. Well, too early for that then. I do want to go... Actually, maybe let's hold off the golem stuff. Because surely we get the green on the pirate homeworld. Maybe to even further minimize backtracking, it would be a better idea to wait until I get the green. Only I don't remember where to go with the pirates. Well, you know what, yeah, let's go to the pirate homeworld. Never mind all that golem talk. I want to find the goddamn remix where it plays. I think we've done enough backtracking for today. As excited as I am to use whatever powers, I mean, in the end, it's just probably gonna give me like an E-tank or something, or a ship missile upgrade. I do want to find out where I mean, I probably put the power cell into the Federation fuel pump station, but I'm kind of at a loss at what I could possibly do for me. There's always a chance, like, it could be another story required backtrack, but I kind of doubt that. Oh well. And I do miss the pirate, like, we didn't get enough pirate homeworld last time, even though we spent a lot of last session on it, because I just want to look at the pirate homeworld more. Okay, so apparently somewhere in here there was a spiderball track that was required. And maybe the best way to find it would be to go backwards. Because if I know this game, it probably gave me the suggestion to backtrack to Skytown right before I could go back conveniently to my ship.
Samus, the Federation Armada is now in orbit above the pirate homeworld.
Good.
We're ready for the final assault, but the base is protected by a barrier that prevents us from landing.
Okay.
We need you to disable this defense system. Unit 242 has located its control center. Here are the coordinates.
Okay, or maybe they will just tell me where to go. Oh shit. Well, there's a green door. Disable the defense system. Okay, I will remember this room. Wonder if I either get or need the green for that. But now, right now, where is this gonna take me? 1A. 1B. Is it gonna take me to 1B? Also, planet, command center, landing site Bravo. I'm not sure if that's the original landing. I think surely that's the original landing site, right? Wait, is it? I can't even remember. I remember that long elevator. Landing site Alpha. I guess I must have opened this. Well, you know what? Let's make a circle or something. I guess this must be the secondary landing site. I must have opened it by doing something else. And I get to look at the badass cool train. Isn't this a cool train? It's a really cool train. I wish our subway was like this. I'll be honest, the train looks chiller than our subway does, because that is burning. Like, you go into a... Oh, do you call it a wagon? I guess a car or something. A train car. You get into the subway, and boy, is it bad in there. Like, unbreathable, hot, smoldering, terrible level of bad. At least on this planet it rains all the time, so maybe it's colder. Okay, so going backward, where could the spider ball take? I mean, probably the smartest thing would be to... Oh, there's the spider track. Well, okay. I don't know if this is the one that I actually needed. I don't remember. There was other places, wasn't there? Let's use this one now. Because logically you would probably go to the part... Actually, where am I on the map? Am I around... Yeah, still around that area, so I didn't transfer between the parts of the planet. Though, well, this subway station probably would get me to the other part, because I don't see any connecting station on this area. Okay, so there is, I presume, my rain defense upgrade. There is some horrible shit in here. Can I scan now? Well, I guess... Oh. I wonder if this is a rock. Or if this is... No, it looks like another bioengineering bullshit. Nightmare. Just like Elysia, I would actually kind of love to see the surface, the actual, like, planet surface of this planet. Okay, so what does this do for me? Can I spin something? Yes, I can. Oh, it's this kind of thing. I see, so... Are you telling me I just need to find a way to connect those two? I guess I can return the upper part as well. Oh. Yes, because I probably need to spin that one first. If I understand correctly, I need to connect it to either of those two doors, and that one was just in the middle. Okay, so this would get me to the left. But I go to the right first because there's a rocket in there. Okay, how do I get to the right? Possibly this. Possibly without even a spider-ball track, even though I needed one to get here in the first place. So is there a side of this that gets me to the right? I possibly should have explored... Oh, this one probably does. Yeah, okay. No, wait. Spin. Spin, baby, spin. Possibly, like, the more logical way to approach would be to first check all the sides of the top. But luckily this worked as well. I wouldn't call this a puzzle, though. Well, I mean... It's like most Zelda games, and to be honest, Metroid Prime games seem to be more about... Or maybe this one at the very least, I already kind of forgot the previous two. In terms of puzzles and stuff. But they mostly seem to be like creative, busy work that makes you think that you're solving something. Kind of disguised as a puzzle, almost. And a lot of Nintendo games, to be honest, are a bit like that. A lot of missions in Mario games tend to be like, there is this simple action that is kind of separate from the rest of the game. Just do it successfully. Alright, where do we get? I'm hoping that suit upgrade wasn't just a tease. It could have been just a tease, but maybe I'm just gonna get access to it after I'm done with this room. Maybe after I get the upgrade, the remix is gonna play. Because I keep forgetting about listening to it, but I probably would recognize it if it started playing. Where's it gonna put it? In my room, where I am? Oh yes. Oh yes, baby. Rain is nothing to me now. I get the umbrella. My shoulders. Umbrella shoulders. And the dragon spirits from Clive Barker's Jericho. Alternatively, something in Overwatch I think does the same thing. Totally rip off. But I get like neon displays on my shoulders now, which actually is an umbrella. And now my suit looks slightly worse. Guys, you clearly didn't think this through. Good of them to set up the switch that it works after I kill everyone. Also, I do appreciate the visual effect of the acid rain droplets on my helmet. And the actual sky of the pirate homeworld that I don't know if I've seen a lot prior to this. Cool. So it's kind of weird that the droplets land on my helmet's visor even if I look just like 2 degrees upward. Oh, what's that red ball you're carrying? Alarm. Whatever shall I do? I can just... You know what? I'm gonna quick save just in case the game crashes again. That guy looks a bit serious. I forget, did I scan him at any point? Yeah, command pirate, Fezite, able to cloak and teleport. Is it the guy that I need to... Oh shit. Well, I mean, now that I'm in this mode, I might as well kill him. But I'm guessing this is the guy who we're gonna kill easily after we get the green laser. Oh, well. You go ham, I go ham. Okay, so I might have forgot what this did. Maybe the platforms. Okay. Got it. Is there by any chance anything else? I should... Damn it, I forgot to go to the observatory. Oh well. Okay, well, I'm somewhere. It doesn't give me anything. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Right, well, first chance I get, aka when I get the green thing, I'm going on the backtracking rampage. Though, another... How many batteries do I have? Where is my inventory? I'm assuming these are used. Yes, okay, so these ones, I have 2 at the moment on me, looks like. This one I don't know about. Oh no, that's the one I do know about, I guess. Yeah, that would make sense, because I remember there only being 1 battery that I hadn't picked up that I found information on. That one place which gave you information on batteries, I kind of forgot where that one was. Must have been... yeah, I think there are just terminals on Valhalla. That looked a bit like a chest. With this game you never know, everything looks like a chest when the chests are so crazy looking. Okay, so wait, oh no, this is me going back. But now I have the rain. Upgrade the umbrella. Can I get here, perhaps? Metroid processing. Well, let's see. Well, there was a Metroid processing tank exactly where I was going, so I might just be going there anyway, Mike. Then again, I don't know, because ultimately that seems to end in a metro station. I think it's this way. Just look again. Metroid processing, yeah. Actually, wait. Okay, not the orange door from Metroid processing. Just across from Metroid processing. I don't know why I couldn't get there, but since it's not marked on the map, I'm gonna assume either spiderball tracks or purpleness. Can I drain energy from... Fuck you, Metroids now. Because that would be ironic. No, I cannot. Ugh. Oh well. I don't actually need to deal with them. Let's just approach the door and leave right quick. What was the Metroid Prime game where you could like leave the room but have the Metroids kill themselves on the barriers between the rooms? Because I feel like that happened at some point. Okay, so wait, why couldn't I get... What's this? Oh yeah, because there's rain. Right, I already forgot to look out for the rain. Yes, yes, yes. I couldn't get out here because of the rain, I'm assuming. Wasn't this actually... I think this might have been where I demonstrated that it starts eating out of my armor quickly. Exponentially quick. Alright. Well, at the very least I'm gonna get a subway station. Oh wait, that's lore, isn't it? Taking Valhalla. Oh, okay, so that's concerning that ship. The vision of our leader is vast indeed. As we prepared for war with the hated Galactic Federation, she decided she required one of their great machines to better control her living planet. We then set out to bring an Aurora unit to Dark Samus. Bribes led us to the location of our prize, the battleship Valhalla. Brewed with green recruits on a training mission, she was ours for the taking. One of the mightiest ships in the cosmos was no match for the phasing-powered weapons of the Colossus. We rendered Valhalla helpless and sent raiders to claim our prize. The Aurora was ours. There was to be no mercy for the Federation dogs. At the command of Dark Samus, we jettisoned the crew into frigid depths of space, leaving the wreck of Valhalla as a warning to the Federation. Let them tremble before our might. Wait a second. Her living planet. So, like... the whole planet phase that developed enough intelligence to make meteors and spread phazon needed a comparatively quite small bioengineered brain to control itself well? I'm afraid that makes little sense. I could understand if the pirates actually got the brain for their own planet, because that would be a nice parallel to Mother Brain as well. It'll be kind of fun. I don't know what the Leviathan Seed boss for Pirate Homeworld even is. And I'm not sure if there is one. I mean, probably. Let me check the map, the planet map. Yeah, there is a separate landing zone. There we go. There is the seed. I mean, there was, of course, going to be a seed because the pirates got infected. But I was just unsure if... I forgot if anyone ever said that whether we needed to destroy it or not. Also, what's this moving finger thing? Can I scan it? No, I cannot. Spinner controls are inactive, huh? Well, I can open this cell, I guess. I like how I'm assuming a random angle every time I do the boost thing. Okay, well, that was convenient. The controls for that were right above this. Or the other way around. This is maybe the most useless puzzle in the entire game. Oh, okay, I guess it was just like leading up to this Metroid Hatcher. Tell me everything about them. Got. When the head's interior is damaged, the tentacle can be ripped off. Okay, so this is the thing I think that you use the X-ray for, maybe, to like get a big point. Mutation has robbed the Metroid Hatcher of its ability to phase, but has provided it a hardened outer shell which has tentacle damage to phasite. Yeah, so like if you hit its brain with a green laser, you can kill it fast. This shell protects the creature's heart, never mind, located at the core of its head. This guy truly thinks with his heart. The Hatcher's tentacles are quite dangerous and can leech energy from any targets they connect to. However, tentacles are also the creature's weak point. If all its tentacles are ripped from its body, it will perish. As such, it will attempt to recover energy by retracting them into its shell when they take damage. While the Hatcher's tentacles are retracted, it is unable to attack, relying on the phasing meteoroids it spawns from its mouth for protection. If the interior of the creature is hit while its mouth is open, it loses its strength. The Hatcher's tentacles can be ripped off in the... Okay. So I guess I need to, like... Without... the phasite... phasing beam, I need to find a way to hit its mouth, and then I can rip the tentacles. It doesn't seem to open its mouth very often. I guess I can just shoot the tentacles then. Oh, wait a second. When the tentacles take damage, it's gonna start spawning Metroids. Maybe then it opens its mouth. God damn it. Hit the things. Yep. Now hopefully I actually pull this time. Okay, well I successfully managed to prevent it from spawning any Metroids, so that's a plus. I didn't really want to have to deal with Metroids in the fight with something else. Man, those are deceptively hard to hit for some reason. Maybe my charge shot is just large enough. It's stuff better. Maybe I can lock onto them with my missile. I mean, it said that he could. Okay, so I can do this with my multi-missiles. In his description it said that he will spawn Metroids to defend itself. Yep, there we go. I guess I just killed him faster than I. Shake what? I'm shaking. Okay, I shook something. I don't want to deal with this guy. Okay, he's dead. So multi-missiles work now. Not exactly. Okay. They are just notoriously unreliable still. You know what? I'm I'm gonna trust him once more to hit the last fucking tentacle. Ah, guy. Or I can just accidentally hit his tentacle with a blind shot missile. That works too. Okay. Man, missiles are trash. I guess he's moving too fast. Uh-huh. No! Well, at least I think he didn't spawn anything. Fuck you, inner dingus! Finally he's dead. Yeah, I guess this is like kind of a mini-boss, and when you get your proper tools, you can kill them much faster. That's actually quite interesting for Metroid. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to hold the spiderball track button. Or not? What's happening? Okay, I just went through like a ping ball weird machine like Earthworm Jim or something, or Sonic. What does this do? Greens the stuff. Okay, so this is how I get up here if I want. But how do I get to the spider track? Where is it even? Okay, so there is the lifeboat. Why? Lifeboat? The spider boat. Okay, so I get out of... Oh, I see. I get out of that and jump onto the spider track. Why did I call the E-Tank a lifeboat? That's just weird. Yeah, this was actually pretty visible here. I was just thinking about Earthworm Jim and Sonic when I rolled through there. Okay, just so I don't fall. I'm looking very intently on where I'm going. Yeah, the fight itself wasn't optional, but I can skip the E-Tank if I so desire. Is this the same place? I guess it isn't. Huh, that looked really like the place where I escaped the pipe in the first place. Oh well. Looks like I only have, what, like 3 more tanks left to find. Cool. Also, I appreciate the squishy floor and the sounds it makes. Yum. So they have bioengineered floor for their rooms. Where will the madness end? Okay, that seems to be a safe station here. Still waiting for that remix though. Maybe just wait. How do I deal with this? I forget. Nearby terminal. What do I do with it? Oh. Oh, okay. I guess I had to scan it to open this. Another cool train. Yeah, I was expecting the remix would start playing maybe after I got the suit, but it didn't. Well, there's still room, clearly. Maybe there's a different area that just plays it. It's like on Brio, separate areas play different music, so... Could be if we're traveling to the second half of the planet, maybe it will start there. And I've been there before, it didn't play, but you know, maybe I just missed it. I've been known to miss things. Oh, I think this actually sounds a bit like it. Let's see, or maybe not. Because there was a little ping ping. I can hear the rhythm. There we go. Of course, Hippocat isn't gonna recognize because he doesn't remember music. But this is that one track that starts playing when you get whatever you get first. I think the Morph Ball in Super Metroid, and then pirates come back and populate the path to it. Oh. Yes, the most, probably the most memorable thing about it is the main rhythm was like tun 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 tun, which I cannot hum for the life of me. But whatever, here it is. Oh, and there's some big ass. I guess that's the shield. Can you say needlessly complicated? Okay, so I'm just going towards where the shield thing is building. I'm guessing this is gonna be a rain, yes. And I see combat situations in my future. Well, I've got ways to deal with you fucks. I wonder if I'd actually lost more energy if I just fought them without it. This is entirely possible, considering I never bothered dodging or anything. By the way, is this that room? Yeah, we've been here previously, just not in the rain. Give me your energy. Can I drain the entire planet of energy using that? Because I would certainly do that. Yeah, I bet this would also be like super hella killing, fatal damaging if I didn't have my protection umbrella shoulder pads. Wow, I was scanning the door the entire time. The releases acid drain into a piping network in the floor. Okay, yeah. Clearly. Scan the fucking robots. Thank you. Screeter! Base-feeding vermin that usually travel in large groups. Well. Oh, I stepped on someone and it gave me 800 kills. Cool. Oh, fuel gel. Well, that... I guess I might have skipped where it told me that, or it's just an assumption you can make. Oh, there was alarm laseriness going on. Well, I know why I'm doing this. Actually, I should be pressing that. Oh, he isn't actually dead yet. Slightly might have mismanaged. Holy shit, that actually does a lot of damage. His attacks. like rapid fires and takes 10 health at a time. Luckily there was also a lot of health drops. Okay, these guys are known for going ham as well. Just like that. Well, am I still in the mode? I might still be in the mode. Oh, ha, ha! Go in the vent, Samus. By the way, okay. I wonder if the enemies are gonna be infinite or if I'm just kind of locked in here and I have to find my own way out. Ooh, give me the delicious phasing. Okay, health restored, lore. Purification, that sounds promising. Our great leader, with the aid of our captured Aurora unit, has discovered many of Phase's secrets. Dark Samus can now command the living world to send forth Phase's seeds. Oh, wait. So originally Phase wasn't that smart, but Samus stole our ability to think somehow in Prime 1. And she is now the brains behind the fucking planet and feels enough patriotism to actually go forth with all that. Okay, interesting. Command the living world to send forth Phase's seeds. She was eager to test this new power. When we heard, I want to see Dark Samus being like giddy with eagerness to play with her new toys. When we heard the first world to receive this blessing was our homeworld, we rejoiced. The seed was sent into the void and quickly made its way to our homeworld. Our brethren foolishly tried to repel it, but their efforts were in vain. To think, once we were as pathetic as them. Now the deed is done, and slowly our homeworld becomes like Phase. Soon there will be 2 living planets. Ah, that's why we're stopping this seed. 2 Phasian sources for our great leader to use as she sees fit. Soon there will be thousands of new disciples for her to command. You have to wonder. The guys still seem to, at least possess the ability to like write and think of sentences, so there's some mind in there. How bad can it really be? What if the whole world was under the command of Phazon? Like, probably energy crises would be a thing of the past. Or maybe I'm just corrupted by Phazon. Think about that. Wait, where is this gonna send me? I thought I was going to... Well, I mean, I am going around. But I was hoping to just kind of walk sideways and get into the building. Phew. Okay, have I been here? Ooh, greenness. Now that is promising. There is greenness. Actually, I have been here. I think, yeah. But there is now spider track to consider. I forget, did you need to... Oh, apparently here you don't need to do that either. On Skytown, when I just got the spider track, there was one place where I needed to jump up. And actually, to jump high enough, I had to dislodge to like stop sticking to the track for a second as the moving slowed. That was a bit challenging, but here I didn't require that for some reason. Okay, so where does this subway go then? Leads to mining site. That tells me nothing. Okay, there's greenness in there, but apparently I have been in there. I guess I just kind of rolled through the room. So where the bloody hell? From planet. Maybe... Did I get a map station or something? Because maybe there's just still... like a half of this where I haven't been. No, probably not. This is weird, I don't have any separate maps. I guess maybe like a separate area on the planet is able to open like one of these. Like, I'm not having difficulties figuring out where to go right now, obviously, because I'm just going to use the subway, but I'm just wondering where... There is not enough empty, like... Literally the only place on the current available map that I haven't been where is this room. And before going to there, I kind of want to remind myself why I couldn't get to that other subway station. So if we get back into this... this whole tunnel where I've been before. And I think in this direction is that room. Wait, isn't that just the seed area? Yeah, that's just the seed. Ah, well, okay. As I said, maybe a new gray area will open. Anyway, give me a sec. So... oh no, I'm going the wrong direction actually. I needed to check this. I wanted to see why this was close to me. And then I'll go to the mining area. Case up the lift. Maybe that just overlooks the area like a balcony. Yeah, okay, I see. So I rolled through here and I went into this balcony, but I could never actually get into that room. And that is, if I'm not mistaken, the room where I disabled the thing. And it would be also quite logical to get this laser thing that pierces phasite in a mining area. So that is going to be my assumption. And we're gonna get the green thing, and then, you know what? Because I can take on all the pirates on my own, and I don't want the freaking Space Federation to start attacking the planet while I'm on it. I feel like maybe I should go backtracking before I open the shield, just to piss them off. Assuming there's going to be a landing site reasonably close. Because if there ain't, I guess it would be faster to open the shield and do all the rest of the stuff before I... yeah, before I go off on my backtracking journey. I wonder if they're just gonna bomb the freaking seed force field and allow me to land there. They could have totally done that on the previous planets as well. But apparently they don't care about minorities such as lizards and robots. Oh shit, this cup of tea is empty. Okay, moment of truth, where is this? On the map. Huh. Yep, a new gray area opened here. So there will be a landing site. But, wait a second. Speaking of landing sites. So this is where... okay, so technically I could land here and get here. And it could theoretically be faster. Huh. Or maybe I arrive through here? Who knows? It is possible that I will just arrive through here. Because, you know, convenience. Oh well, it's useless to ponder all that. And there's two doors. here for me to open. Let me just take a peek into the room. Judging by the loading time, it's not going to be a save room. Yeah, okay, this is a large room with green in it and stuff. Is this rock? Oh, this could be rock. It would make sense if it's a mining station. Finally, I get to see the planet's surface. I guess it's all fucked up by phasing. Oh, you know what? Maybe you travel by subway to the seed instead of flying there. It will be a bit weird, but also possible. Okay, there is a save station here. Was there just one, or am I thinking of something else? Combat. What else can they really throw at me at this point? Hypermode failure, what? How did that happen? I will always up for some delicious phasing. Yes, I can. Delicious, delicious phasing. I will be sad when I don't have an ability to heal from phasing anymore. But I guess if I destroy phase, maybe all phasing in the world will be gone, so it won't be useful. Then again, shouldn't we, as someone who utilizes the phasing energy, shouldn't we like send a bunch of our troops, PED troops, while we still can, and fuck up everyone's shit before we destroy phasing as it is? Ready to be mined away. I'm guessing I'm gonna just get them straight up a mining laser. Unless there is a mining laser in this room. That I can control, like in that one place in Prime 1. Eh. Okay, that's alarm. No need for alarm. Man, this is designed to look like a spider track from a far away distance. Okay, oh, there's some mining bullshit gonna happen. Not even laser, straight up just old school fucking gear on a crane. Okay, let's mine some shit. I wonder why all the planet seems to be comprised of something that looks like cables. I mean, I see there's phasing going through, but surely it didn't form the rock in such a way. Oh, it's gonna mine me a tunnel. How utterly fucking inconsiderate. Wow, it mined the whole place down, but didn't destroy the power up. So that's nice of it. Do that. Kinda cute how you can clearly see the saw clipping through the place, the thing. Oh, and it made the oh. Well, that is fine. It makes sense because the buzzsaw is not a buzzsaw really. The drill is round, so it would make round corners for me to use my amazing skating abilities on. It's only weird that this didn't make round corners here. Inconsistencies. Far. Yes. Wait, what? Control terminal. There was another control terminal for the drill up there? What's the point of that? That seems like a power cell that I can take out. It's through the green door. Why would there be a terminal for a thing? I guess if I forgot to mine this, but still, that's bizarre. Okay, this looks weird. Am I pulling it or what am I doing? Yeah. Pull the fixture. Ah. Oh, he is really glitching out on that surface. Or I guess he was just indecisive. Wait a second, there's several things. Okay, I cannot get here, actually. Ah, maybe it's just like, go there and also there. And there, I'm losing my voice. Which is strange because these days I talk a lot at work, so I shouldn't. Wait, no, that's no. Get me, fuck. That was a spinny thing, not a bomby thing. Okay. Well, that's achieving something. Okay. Remove the clamps. Fuck you. I'm gonna go deep in this shit. Okay, this a lore? Yes, it's a lore. Vanguard. The time has come. Our leader commands. We go to war at last. 3 worlds will be attacked, each important to the Federation. We shall destroy the spy base at Elysia, the fuel production of Brio, and the naval station at Norian. Each of those wretched worlds will become as phase, each a foothold into the territory of the hated Federation. From those worlds our vanguard will go forth. At long last our enemies will be humbled, then enslaved. 3 pheasancies will be sent, and an armada will accompany each of them. Dark Samus herself will lead the attack on Norian. Victory is ours for the taking. Sure, keep telling yourself that. Would have been better if I delivered it without stumbling. Oh well. Okay, it was this really spectacularly over-designed wall jump track here. I guess it's just for getting back up if I so desire. Oh, okay. Fuck are you? Get me scanned. Phase and harvester drone. Anti-air system cannot be destroyed, but overloading it will stun the drone. So, do I put energy into it or do I shoot it in hyper mode? Oh, fuck. Okay. I guess I shoot it in hyper mode. Come on, corruption. I might need you. Shit. Well. Have I not overloaded it enough? What is going on? Or is it like disabled now? It could be disabled. Or I mean it's still trying to shoot me. Also it stopped sparkling. Alright, so clearly I'm not understanding something about it. Maybe I should actually read the scan at some point. Or maybe this is just like temporary thing you can do to get by, so you cannot shoot. Should be really weird, but okay, I'm ready to believe that. Actually not particularly, but whatever. Let's move on. Kinda wanna actually read the full logbook entry though. Man-portable weaponry cannot penetrate the thick hull of the phasing harvester. The anti-air weapon system is vulnerable, but overloading it with weapon fire will disable the drone temporarily. The pirates converted several Goliath-class heavy assault drones into phasing use. One can use its harvesting beam cannon for defense and is equipped with an anti-aircraft missile. Okay, so it does say it's going to disable it temporarily. So maybe there is no way to kill it after all. But, you know what, I feel like I will lose less energy from it shooting me than I will from overloading it a bunch. And it keeps missing me, so there is literally no point in trying to overload this thing. Oh, there's a mining laser, looks like. Give me the green. Fuck you. Shot me and I fell down instead of actually whipping the thing. Oh, they actually vanish. Interesting. Scan time. Lasers first. And that thing. Beam sucks up and transports the loose phase and cut free. Yes. Now all the lore. Who put all the lore in the freaking mining section? Victory and loss. Today is a day of celebration and woe. Our forces have taken woe of planet Brio, leaving the Federation outpost there in cinders. Though we missed their spy base at Elysia, the planet itself was struck with a phasing seed. But Norian was a failure, all thanks to the cursed hunter Samus Aran. All is not lost, however. Our great leader defeated Aran and her mongrel allies in battle. If they aren't dead, they'll soon wish they were. Each of them bears her mark of corruption. Soon they, like we disciples, will bow to her will. Are they implying they all wish they were dead? Because that seems to be a slightly inconsistent message. Yeah, it could be minus spider. Also hello.
Hello.
Oh, Hippocat actually pays attention.
No, I don't.
Well, I mean to people in chat at the very least appearing. There's our greenery. Here's a thing. There is a thing. I predict that when I get the mining laser, I will be made to fight several motherfuckers that require it to die faster. Maybe I'll just fight some motherfuckers before I take the mining laser here. Also, this laser isn't. This might be like the vacuum that sucks up the phasing and not mining. Wait, no, I wanted this. Fuck you all up, real easy. How is combat ever a challenge again in this game after you get the hyper mode? Oh shit. Huh. I wonder if I need to do something specific there. Let me exit hyper mode for a sec and see if there's like maybe something to attach myself to in here. Okay, so shit. It just does that. Interesting. Maybe I just need to kill everyone before I die from getting repeatedly sucked into the vacuum. How cute he's trying to use cover. Okay, it is irresistible. Apparently I just never tried walking backwards. Or do I need to get into its mouth? Because it seems to be infinite. Or not. Okay. This is kind of a weird section. What if I was a ball? Actually, what if I was a ball and got sucked in there? Now it just kind of throws me around. I might run out of energy tanks at this rate. Though I am getting drops as I kill them. Maybe I, like, survive long enough and throw some pirates into there. And fuck up the magnet, the vacuum thing. Oh yeah, there we go. And that, my friends, is what? What do I do now? Do I shoot at a bunch? Yes, I shoot at a bunch. Well, that's a solution. So okay, I am going to just kinda run about until the laser goes away. Then I will make some pirates sleep. Or do I need to kill like all but one for that to start happening? I don't want to get rid of this guy. He is annoying. Okay, so you just use I see. And apparently only one matters, so let me kill these two fucks. Well, that was accidental. Okay, charge shots are the key. Kill all but one. Again. Use missiles to get out of hyper mode. Look onto this guy, start charging. Fight behind the thing. And that should be the last one. That's an interesting mini boss slash combo situation slash whatever you want to call it. Fight. And I fucked up the laser slash... A lot of slashes today. A laser slash vacuum cleaner, which is a combination that of course makes a lot of sense. And let's steal their technology that they've used for lasering. Now, important question, am I destroying the phasite or am I shooting through it? Nova beam. Able to pass through, okay. I'm not sure how I feel about the width of the sparks, I'll be honest, because they look a bit like the digital hologram bullshit from the Sanctuary Fortress, but I do appreciate.
What was this beam called?
Nova beam, for some reason. It's just a mining laser I repurposed for my own interests in the end. And I probably need my supervisor. Supervisor, yes.
Can you mine Bitcoin with this laser?
I don't think Bitcoin exists in the fictional universe of Metroid. Oop, nearly went into hyper mode. Full charge shot. Didn't I already do one? Oh, 3 things and then a thing, okay. Is that a full charge shot? What is it about it that is so amazing? I mean, it's cool looking in general, and the sound is alright. And I like my cannon textures and all that matrix thing going on. Oh wait. Oh no, okay, don't wait. Never mind. Twist. That would be this, I guess. I feel like maybe I need my visor still. Exit. Okay, now it's time to do literally everything else apart from progress the story. It's kind of weird that in addition to the phasite plates that you can shoot through with this, there's just like green doors as well, because they couldn't really use the phasite often enough or something, I don't know. Oh man, this looks weird. What's this gear bullshit? The gears wouldn't work like that, also they pass through the thing. Man, this bullshit. Oh, hey Metroids, how about I fuck you up? And there's an item in there. Some description. Oh. Well, okay, this just opened, right. Aha, and lore on the inside. Brio Falls. Oh, damn it. Well, where is my lore? Logbook. Lore. Expired data. Oh shit, I'm missing lore everywhere. Oh well. Especially Federation, which makes sense because I don't actually know how their lore looks. I guess maybe most of it is on Valhalla or something. Command has received disturbing reports from Brio. Contact with our outpost there has been terminated. A coded blip trance showing Commander Randus falling in battle to Samos has arrived. And that's gonna go viral. Worst of all, the Bryonian seed has been demolished. The Hunter's might is great, and she is as efficient as ever when it comes to disrupting our operations. Our spies within the Federation tell us she travels to Elysia soon. We plan on having an appropriate welcoming party in place for her when she arrives. Commander Gore is a very accommodating host. Are we the baddies? They must think, surely. Kind of want, like, it would be cheesy as all hell, but it would be fun to have a space pirate character that, like, has a conscience and is on our side. Oh, let's mine some iron. I guess we need to clear the landing site. I appreciate the fact that the iron just evaporates. Oh, I cleared enough. Okay, cool. I still want to clear the rest of it because I don't like this texture in it. And this thing is just clipping through. Boy oh boy. Okay, call our ship. Land in here. So actually, what I would like to do... I've opened this, so this is fine. But there was another greenery somewhere in this mining area. Oh yeah, there is another exit out of the main cavern. I'm guessing it will lead to the green in the quarry. I'm gonna go look if I can get that now. Oh fuck! Well, now I will. Man, there's some webbing going on in there. Phase and bullshit. Part of me kinda wishes Phazon wasn't blue. I'll be honest. Because I feel like it has room to be more sinister and like gross looking if it was some other color. Wouldn't it be better if like all the Phazon stuff was just like red or pink looking organic material? I feel like it would be cooler, but maybe too graphic for Nintendo games. Oh, there's a ball I can shoot. Well, I will shoot this ball. Or what? Why not shoot the ball? Surely I need to shoot the ball. I shot the ball. No, I didn't shoot the ball. Am I shooting a ball or something? Okay. Well, some of it was red and Prime 1, but that was just like the same thing but recolored. I mean straight up just organic looking, just like pink veins, like it pretty much. It was kind of neon red, not organic red, if you catch my drift. Also, yeah, that like super concentrated Phazon was red in Prime 1, but they kind of retconned that because even freaking Phase isn't red. I guess maybe technically it wasn't super concentrated Phazon, we could always just convince ourselves it was just, you know, yeah, it was very something specific to Talon 4 that made it red, blah blah blah. Okay, where the fuck am I going in here? What's the point of any of this? Okay, that was just a dead end. Weird thing. Alright, so what was I going in here for? Alright, power cell. cool. The power cell and this terminal is here for literally no reason. Now let's go back to the ship and commence the backtracking. Yes. Hey, please get the thing. Okay, thank you. Okay, so story-wise, I would now travel to that other landing site, go to the command center, turn off the shield, and also, I guess I would take the subway. Can I, by the way, I guess I do need to see it, the weak point to actually, like, that's kind of BS. Because surely my laser is fat enough to hit that eventually if I just blind fire. But I need to see the weak spots to actually hit them. Oh well, a little bit gamey, but I can deal with that. Save and enter ship. Okay, so where was the subway station? It was on the other side of the command center. So it would be a bit stupid, but what if I just need to get through the command center to get to the subway station to travel to the seed? What if I just need to lower the shield and like let my people in? Just to get where I otherwise want to be. That would be a bit lame. But we'll discover it next time, but because right now we have some backtracking to do. I guess I might as well do it in order. Did I get... Yes, I did get the map for Norian. Do I get a map for Phase, or is Phase really small and without upgrades? It's possible that it's without upgrades. Could be even point of no return. But at the very least we need a map for the Pirate Homeworld from Elysia. The power-up map. Okay, what can we do at Norian? I selected the drop zone completely at random, I'll be honest. Probably could have looked at the map and saw... Well, I mean, there is already an upgrade of some description up there. I probably need to travel across the pipes. And there's... Ah, no, this is just a mini-map. It doesn't show more than one room adjacent. Or like further than one room. Okay, so show me the map. Can I take out a power cell from one of these generators, or is it in that one maybe? Actually, let me just read about it, because it might mention the, like, name of the generator where it is at. Like the manual generator override. Well, that doesn't get me anything. Coordinates something GF nor. Well, let's visit the generators. Might as well. I think the G-Feds can live without anti-air defenses. Okay, that's good to know, Mike. So, I guess there won't be any maps for anything else on Elysia. I guess all the the spiderball tracks in there might just lead to non-functioning bomb slots or hypothetical planets that we can get access to.
I'm sorry, but this is very complex. It can't be disrupted.
Okay, I'll buy that. So that looks like a power cell, but I cannot hop across. Can I screw attack across? Or did it just... Okay, it just put me here. I guess no, it's not the power cell, it's just the manual... Manual. Well, it's nice of it to put me here, but... Okay, this is all closed. I guess this generator probably doesn't have anything. I'm gonna assume that maybe the last generator in the area has the thing we don't yet have. Because I would have taken it, I would have totally taken the power cell out of any generator if I could. I like how they didn't fix the giant dent in the generator still. Oh well, going back, might find a way to get into the wall track, or is it just on this side somewhere? Ah, okay. Good that I actually thought about this. There's our probable missile extension. Power cell and Brio. I don't know. I might. I think right now I'm missing only 3 power cells. Or by this point it might be 2. Because let me check the inventory. The one I didn't have info on was the one I took from the Pirate Overworld. So yeah, this one is on Norian and I'm missing 2 more from somewhere. I have 3 at the moment. This one was from Brio in a hangar that I took out because I needed to disable the force field around an orange door. I don't remember if that was at any point needed to progress. Well, this one isn't even described in any way. That one I found on Valhalla. I guess I didn't get any information about these, so that's why it's not telling me, even though I already have them. Also, I'm going to assume that impossible part in Valhalla, where I couldn't find anywhere I could possibly progress with more power cells. I'm just going to assume that maybe my X-ray visor will do me a solid and let me do something in there with all the electricity and shit. Because there was nowhere in there to put a power cell. Ah yeah, I was also thinking about maybe draining the electricity from there, so that is also a possibility. I guess we will also be back on Valhalla as well. Yeah, I did this. Bleh. Come on, get up. Okay, I jumped from there, but I didn't actually climb in. Okay, there we go. No. Okay, power up in that room. On Elysia. I actually have 0 memory. I could have gotten it from Elysia as well.
This area is off limits due to repairs.
Why is this area then? Okay, that's where I got murdered by Dark Samus. I guess there wouldn't be anything there. Something up there. Okay, I welded this. Uninteractable. Mr. Constable. Well, I mean, I was asked about it, I think, at some point. Kind of indirectly, and I put 2 before 1, because I like 2 more than 1. But I don't know where I would put this one. I really appreciate like the diversity in the environments, all the planets and stuff. It's really cool. And the planets are interesting and all that. And I guess since Primes 2 and 1 didn't have a lot of like natural environments on their planets anyway, I wouldn't really say that 3 with all its like technology based levels really loses in that respect. And honestly, I almost don't feel like the previous Metroid Primes were much more complex navigation wise. One had you randomly look where can you apply your new power up. That wasn't actually that fun, because a lot of those places weren't marked on the map and you just had to navigate through the same rooms over and over because there weren't enough shortcuts and such, and a lot of those rooms were kind of annoying to navigate. But I don't know, I would possibly put 2 and 3 around the same, though you know what, I feel like maybe it's just the mouse control, but I am enjoying 3 more than 2. I do like hyper mode. I don't know, Mike, why don't you like it? People say this game is more linear, but honestly, like, I don't really... I mean, I see it is slightly more linear, but non-linearity was kind of meaningless in the previous ones. And I feel like it wasn't done in such a way that would make it interesting, that would get the most out of non-linearity Metroid style. So kind of feel like I like 3rd the most, just because it's better to like aim and stuff, and the different planets. Like Aether was really cool in 2, but it was just one planet, and you know what, Sanctuary Fortress I don't like that much. So 2/3 of Aether were really cool, but in 3 I like pretty much everywhere. In 1 I like half the game I don't like environment wise. Yeah, there's yellowness in there, and there's that generator we couldn't do anything on. So maybe the power cell is in there. Yeah, Mexican Sub-Zero. That was actually, I remember on Doom World, there was somewhere at some point a very extensive discussion. Ah, Mike, that makes sense. If it makes it too easy, I guess it makes sense. But I mean, if it didn't have hyper mode, it would need to not have the freaking ham-going pirates as well, because they kind of make it necessary. But I can see like some of the bosses, like Moganar, would be less tedious if we didn't have to constantly farm for hyper mode health. You know what? Fuck 'em. But okay, back to the stuff. There was a discussion what makes a truly non-linear map. And largely it was found that the biggest non-linearity you can get, but that was all pertaining to Doom, strictly Doom levels. I think largely they were agreeing on the fact that like if you can do things in different order and still complete the map, it was non-linear. A slightly different term is open, which is when you have a lot of side stuff you can do at any order and just kind of like walk around freely and do things. And I guess sandbox is like, some Doom levels can be called sandboxy, but I don't think Metroid ever tried to be a sandbox game.
Man, just fuck Doom World. Just yesterday I went there to the like post your Doom picture thread, and I see this post from Ravage Fox, and I'm like, I'm gonna check his post history just in case. And I do that, and I see that he writes in a fucking Curse of Darkness thread, like, oh, why are you bumping this? I stopped working on this 2 years ago. Motherfucker.
Oh, is that the heretic thing that you wanted?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that, Hippogate. My condolences. Yeah, well, one person represents the entirety of Doom World, I can see that. Well, for me, I guess the one person I kinda don't like there is Caesar, because he kinda showed himself to be a little bit of a fuck in the thread, but otherwise he is actually a very good mapper, but so I don't know. But I had one bad experience with him, so entirety of Doom World is shit.
Hello, Vin. Also, I noticed that Linus has Arya in his avatar. Do you have something to do with that?
No, he actually had like avatars like that for a long time on... is that on Doom World?
No, that's on IDDQD.
Ah, well, on IDDQD had those avatars for a long time. Also, someone, like, I can hear feet tapping in here. It's interesting. Also, I didn't read anything about this. Weapons unable to access. Okay, security gate I cannot access, but there's someone running in there. Oh well. Thank God they haven't not everything is. Yeah, you know what sandbox, like Ubisoft style sandbox can rot in hell. I haven't played Far Cry 5 though, so I hear it's improved slightly on their formula. No towers and such. Though I did like towers, I'll be honest. I did like the towers in 3 and 4. Especially in 3. Oh hey, I'm gonna fuck you up, buddy. You even have a health bar, but you know what? Who cares about your health when I can shoot your heart and one-shot you, motherfucker. Ha! Suck a dick. But... what was I saying? Ah, yes, sandboxy. Well, you know what? Like, sandbox is a very vague term, you can say. Like, are RPGs with an open world sandboxes, or are they not? I think sandbox... I guess GTA maybe... but then GTA have a lot of RPG elements in them. So
I've always thought that sandbox games are the games where you have to entertain yourself.
yeah,
When
that
it
makes
has
sense.
like some story and some quests and shit, it's not really sandbox in my opinion.
That also could be a good distinction. Though, like, Far Cry have story, but everyone calls them sandbox FPSs. So I guess it's the kind of thing where it has no strict definition, and you can't argue semantics successfully, but when it is applied to a game, you can kind of understand what people mean anyways, and you can understand what you take out of that world in this particular case. Also, here's the power cell. I guess power cells are marked on the map, so that's useful. But honestly, like a Metroid game, I wouldn't mind if it was more open and non-linear, but none of the primes were all that open and non-linear anyway, so like, I guess the 3 is slightly more linear than the rest of them, but I feel like the trade-off, it's worth it. Because, like, it's cool to have the story elements in a Metroid game. And all the, like, people and characters and whatnot, that's something I appreciate about this game. And honestly, like, in 2, there was still that one guy, but he was not enough for the story. And in 1, the sandboxiness, that wasn't a sandbox in 1, but as I said, the like non-linear elements in 1 pretty much meant that there was like this slightly annoying terrain that you had to navigate back and forth all the time to check if there was maybe like a power bombable thing you missed somewhere, or whatever else, like X-ray visor thing you missed somewhere. So I don't put much value into the non-linearity of Prime 1 and 2. 2 especially wasn't even not that non-linear, you just had to backtrack to previous parts, like in this game, to get an upgrade every once in a while. And even common freaking Super Metroid isn't that non-linear because it like leads you through itself. Maybe it's not feet tapping, maybe it's just like electricity sparkling. This place is really weird, I'll just say that. Let's go ping the ring system offline, part of an engine protection unit appears to have been shut down. Sure. Okay. This reminds me of Silent Hill 2 in the prison. When you walk around and in one of the corridors you cannot see anyone, but in some of the cells, in one of the cells you cannot see there is someone who is saying like sacrifice, sacrifice or something. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Can stop the robot. I have to wonder, like, obviously he didn't by himself make Metroid 1, didn't he? Or was Metroid 1 on the NES the kind of game where like 2 people made it, creative directors and whatnot? Because I would say maybe he created Samus to be a female character, not out of like a noble goal of like, hey, strong female characters are good, we don't have enough of them, blah, blah. But what if he just wanted some, like, I'm gonna be completely non-charitable and say the worst case scenario term for this. What if he wanted some like literally wank material and made her a girl because he wanted... I mean, it was too early for like the internet, but still, Gun Hub. Still, like, what if he just had slightly like fetishistic reasons for making Samus a female character, and other people made the game good for him? I'm gonna assume that's probably not the case, but given other M and also his comments like, hey, Samus has a beauty spot and only I know where it is, ah, ha, ha. That kind of stuff, that makes him seem a bit weird. So I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that could be it. Cancel the robot. That, I guess that was kind of what I was saying, but much better put. Also, Vin, I don't mind Ubisoft open games, I'll be honest. My solution to not minding them is ignoring a lot of the side stuff. Honestly, I didn't like Far Cry 4, but it was just because the world is shit. I didn't like the world. I liked Far Cry 3. I don't play enough Assassin's Creed anymore to really have an opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna say that I probably have everything on Norin. I should have left on that landing site. Oh well. Let's just go to the where my ship is at the moment, I think. Yeah. So, but Breath of the Wild definitely did a lot of things better than most sandbox games. I couldn't tell you now, under pressure, what they are. One of them is the fact that you can navigate anywhere. It does have like Skyrim Mountain Syndrome, where you just have to like go around really oh shit, annoying areas and cannot go anywhere directly. Also, it has like meaningful things to find, I guess I would say, and such, and they are not marked on the map before you find them in most cases. And there's just more interesting and varied stuff to do in the open world, so that's his strength. But I also really like Breath of the Wild is an exceptional game, though in my opinion, as I've always said, open world games, I don't like one aspect of them. When you can see the entire game world from like a high point usually, it makes the world seem really small. So in my opinion, they should stop trying to impress us with the draw distance and seeing distant objects and like, hey, you see that mountain, you can climb it. And emulate a little bit of the Earth curvature and limit the draw distance, because it always makes game worlds seem larger. In my opinion, GTA San Andreas and Morrowind feel like larger games than GTA 5 and Skyrim, even though they aren't. It's purely subjective, of course, but that's like one thing I would have against Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, you know, like how you install this Morrowind graphic extender or whatever that gives you like a crazy view distance, and you look at it and like, holy shit, it's so fucking small, what the hell?
Right. I've seen screenshots and like I was glad I never tried it, because it would have ruined everything. All the impression I have of Morrowind as being large. I mean, Morrowind is also kind of annoying to navigate sometimes, so maybe that contributes to it. But yeah, but it wasn't that much of a problem with Breath of the Wild. I guess you could see a lot from like the Death Mountain. I don't remember if you could see that far from any other place, but still you could see like the mountains around the Gerudo Desert from pretty much everywhere. And like, man, just man, be smarter about it. Then again, what I did appreciate was that the game world extended farther than... Yeah, where is the fiery... Was it the fiery that was connected to the ice part? I think it was. Appreciate the fact that like the desert, the Gerudo Desert extends indefinitely. You just cannot get there because of sandstorms and stuff. The ocean has some islands in it, and on the northern side, I think it was the northern side of Hyrule, there's just like this huge cliff that has fields and stuff behind it. Though the fields are kind of featureless, completely featureless compared to Hyrule itself. So it still feels kind of like depressing to me, because it seems like an artificial world, like a little, well, sandbox really, for the babbies who live in it. Like, it feels like I would imagine I would feel about the real world if I believed in God. I would just, let's just put it that way. I thought at some point, I had this like thought, how much more I appreciate like the universe itself, because I think it just came by on its own. If I thought like planet Earth was created for us I would have much less appreciation for the wonders of nature and all that. But obviously, like, all games are created, but they can feel like immersion, they can feel like a natural world if it has... I mean, Minecraft, I guess, kind of feels like that. Okay, where the goddamn hell was the entrance to the ice world? Let me just find it on the map before I go too deep. Okay, also there is no... Oh no, there's Temple of Brio. Okay, wait, where is that? Is that by any chance the phasite? That could be the phasite plating part. And that's a shortcut, right? So, okay. So I'm gonna go through normally and get this, and then I will go like here into... Okay, so to the right first. Yeah, okay, Mike, I figured so. That was Volt. Hey, that's a Doom WOD. That's actually a Doom WOD that I kinda like, even though it's the gameplay not... I should give it another go. I've gotten better at Doom since I tried it last. But I do know it's like a Crusader phrase thing. I actually keep forgetting what it translates to, but eh. Okay, balls, I'm gonna ignore balls, I'm actually gonna walk in phase them. Apparently I can do that now. Okay, I think Hippocat said those volt like questioningly, but yeah.
Well, I think this means something like that is the will of God or something like that.
Oh, makes sense. God wills, okay, yeah, immediately supplemented there. Thank you, Mr. Can Stop the Robot. I almost called him Mr. God Wills It, but you know what? If God wills it, you will not be able to stop the robot. Anyway, oh shit. I still cannot get through these. Yeah. Let me through, bitches. Okay. I kind of forgot what we were talking about. I guess the subject of Breath of the Wild came on because we were talking about open worldness and like sandboxness and all that stuff. But basically, I think I started trying to think about a Metroid game. If it was truly open, I would probably like it. Which none of the Metroid games are. But I could appreciate a truly open Metroid game. I would say it would probably have to take... What the fuck? Oh, I guess someone's throwing those things at me, whatever they're called, boomerangs, there we go. Or maybe it's just another type of projectile. No, there's a lizard there. Okay, you know what? Fuck you guys. Aren't they vulnerable to ice, actually? I probably should be throwing ice. I could see value in a Metroid game where you're truly like lost inside the planet, or like in the jungle, or like both. And there's like a lot of places you can always go, and you just kind of follow where you think might get you somewhere and not like explore 100% and every corner possible. I could see the value in a game like that, but I'm kind of in the minority because I tolerate a lot of like things in games that would to people feel like tedious busy work and stuff, all for the sake of immersion. So if like a Metroid was set in something that had the properties of a freaking Minecraft cave, though I'm unsure how it would handle upgrades. I could see maybe a crafting system, those kinda suck, but I could see collecting maybe like resources or bits of something, and in the end when you have enough you can get an upgrade. That would mean the upgrade is not in one place exclusively in the world, and you can just get enough parts of the upgrade to get the upgrade. And that means you can just like explore enough and get the upgrade. And I could see such a game being interesting. Then also at the same time you have the question, what if it was procedurally generated, and then you get into the territory of not Metroid at all. So that's just like wild fantasy at this point. Also, yeah, that's true. Mr. Can't Stop the Robot. No, I should shorten your username somehow, but I mean, as long as it's better than... Oh no, I was hit really hard against the wall, like in Metroid Prime 1. Also, I think there was literally no explanation why she didn't have some of her abilities back after whatever she did before in this game, but in Prime 2, I think it was the best explanation for the Ing stealing it from her, and we had to regain it by killing the people who stole it. That was cool. In the 2D games, they just don't touch on that at all, I think. Right? I guess in Fusion, she has a new suit, so it would make some sense she doesn't have anything left. But like Super Metroid, definitely she should have some upgrades she got in Metroid 1 or Zero Mission. Oh well. But yeah. I could also... I mean, no, probably not. Probably would be best to have it Samus, not Federation soldiers. Okay, so I arrived from there. I think I'm going... Actually didn't go exactly where I wanted to go. Oh no, I am going to go exactly where I want to go. Okay, so cool. Here and then cross. Other M sucks in that respect. I am going to assume you're bringing that up ironically as a joke. Oh, I remember this. I didn't destroy all the ice, I think. Or... Ah, no, okay, whatever. Actually, I don't remember this at all. Oh, no, I do. Do I? Yes, I do. This is just not the room I ever went backwards through, I think. Yeah, Samus, you're not authorized to use your protective suit. We just have to have this sprint through a hot area before I can authorize it. Trust me, it's gonna be short enough for you to survive. Oh hey, there's the indefinitely pullable thing that I could have used. No one told me about it. You fucks. Ah, this is the place I remember where I had to go the second time because it crashed on me and I didn't bother breaking all the ice in the second time. Man, the balls... Oh no, that's a teleporter, that's not a ball. Okay. I do appreciate... I think the notion here... Why is it icy around the teleport to the ice area? I'm going to headcanon here. That air, like the really cold air from the cold side, is being like continuously teleported to the other half. And that's why it's cold around the teleporter. Mainly I'm going to headcanon that because I kind of like in my Doom thing that I probably will never finish, but I'm working towards finishing it. Like a freaking, that math thing where you approach like in an infinitely unapproachable point. At one point I have this like teleporter that is almost kind of like sinking in blood. And on the other side you can see like little droplets of blood being continuously teleported through it. Is this not a door? Or is it loading that slowly? You know what? Whatever. I'm gonna pretend that's just not a door. Yeah, that could be a good excuse. Like, it cannot maintain these new upgrades and changes to it for eternity. That I could buy that. Of course, if you wanted to be real clever about it, in another Metroid game you could just have all new sets of upgrades and not use the old ones at all, and for that reason just not have them in the game. I'll probably be not against not having access to like power bombs and screw attacks and such if I just never had to use them. And again, space jump and such, they would be useful in any 3D game probably. But you could just have them right off the bat and just think of other... do I power boost through this? No, I don't. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, like, I couldn't really understand what geometry was here. Oh, okay. I think it's just these guys, like, understanding of how to make ice music. Ice baby music. What's the point of that? Why did I do that? I actually thought there was like a skateboard half pipe at the like at the bottom of that, but apparently it was just a hole. Oh well. Now watch, this is gonna give me ship missiles. Also, you can kind of hear bits of like Fendrana and such in Donkey Kong Country Returns. Because I think in the Tropical Freeze, David Wise came back, but in the first one, they had an in-house composer from Retro make the music. And so in like that stage where the storm waves keep hitting you, and in the mountain stages, you can kind of hear some Prime sounding music. And also, the volcano sounds a lot like the freaking lava caverns in Prime 1. I did get Returns. I wish they released the first one with Returns for Switch. Because I really like the mountain world in Returns, but I guess I could emulate it because I think I emulated it successfully even on my old computers and with the old Dolphin versions. So it should probably run pretty well on a computer that handles Prime 1 at the very least. Arguably well. Oh, it's an energy tank, that's much appreciated. So I guess I could technically play both of those games properly now. Because I bought the Switch one, the sequel. And, as I told Hippocat, when I went out to the shop to get the thing, I ordered it online. But when I got to the shop, I just saw a SNES Classic Mini on the shelf, and I say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna buy that as well. And it was fairly cheap, so I got that and immediately installed several games, and now instead of 21 games it has 96, I think, roughly. Oh wait, this thing is gonna be timed, isn't it? Yeah, yes, ship upgrades, just what I needed. Okay, maybe this thing is not gonna be timed. So anyway, yeah, got 96, and I have several new things I kind of want to get there. I want to get, hopefully it will not brick the console, but I want to get Yoshi's Highland on it, because I want to play that with the SNES controller. And there was something else I was thinking about, some other game or two, I don't remember which. Oh well, it's never too late to install more games on the Mini. Also, Hippocat, you should come over at some point. We can play two-player games, since it has two controllers.
Well, what's the point if we can't stream it?
To have fun! I don't know. We can
fun? What is fun?
Fun is fun. We can do the old, like... Too bad we cannot take it into the woods, but we can, like, do the old shit thing of video camera, like, cameraing the screen. Is grabbing the whole free, or I want to scan log classify space by its aggressive species. What other classifications does the Federation? I have no idea, but you probably mean for me to speculate and not to, like, as a quiz. Also, I forgot to check the map. I kind of want to... Can I zoom in here? No? Damn it. Well, you know what? I'm gonna assume I have everything on ice. Brio. Actually, fuck it. I'm gonna travel there and see. Yeah, I could see... They probably have a classification for extinct, or maybe they have a classification for, like, near extinct. And I would assume they have classifications for, like, spacefaring, non-spacefaring. They might have something, like... Obviously there's, like, enlightened, Chozo / Luminous / Even the freaking lizards were enlightened at one area before they completely fucked themselves. Or like hippies in case of Chozo. It's kinda racist to classify all the pirates as aggressors though. But perfectly understand, like statistics back up the stereotype that the space pirate's gonna be aggressive. Cuddle species, vegetarian, couch potato. Well, I mean, I kinda fit in aggressors and couch potatoes. Not so much cuddle and vegetarian. I could actually make myself, like, I could defy classifications and be both couch potato and vegetarian if I wanted to. Actually, I guess I don't really fit in couch potato either because I don't actually sit on couches, I sit in my chair. Okay, so this is all for the hotness. Let us go right and travel back to the landing zone. Wait, where did I just come from? I'm gonna assume I came from there, so right would be down there. Okay. And it could be a case of not just like what? Wait, how the fucking hell do I get to that door then? Oh, I'd probably dive into that rolly space. It could be a case not like they don't have a bunch of classifications for all the races in the universe. They could just have a like aggressor and non-aggressor division. Just the two. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, this is fast. Like, it could be a case of this is not the descriptor of them, but it's just stating the fact that they are, among other things, an aggressor species. Yeah. So, like, it could be a binary thing where a species could be both something else and aggressor. Actually, that would make much more sense than just trying to think of one category to fit a species under. Surely they would have to divide between spacefaring and non-spacefaring at the very least. By the way, question. Are the remaining boss fights on Pirate Homeworld and Phase super like tedious long like Moginar? Or are they short enough to both happen in one stream? Because I feel... From jungle, is there anything in turn? Let's land there and see. I feel that next stream of Prime 3 could be the last. If we open the shield for the Federation people on the homeworld, I don't see much left on the homeworld for us to visit. There's literally like from the command center to the subway. Subway presumably is gonna go to the seed. Unless there's another gray area that hasn't been revealed, like the mining center. But I have all the upgrades and all that, so surely it cannot be that long. So I feel like the Space Pirate Homeworld, that thing, we kill the seed, we go to Phase and we kill Phase. So I could see us finishing that, but I guess it wouldn't be a problem if his stream is shorter than expected. And also there is GFS Valhalla to consider. So I guess I shouldn't just cut off immediately right now. I'm gonna... Okay, this is the hangar bay. I guess Stone Jungle, yes, Stone Jungle is connected to the cliffside area. So I could land... Let's just land on the cliffside, why not? Get this item. This side is useless. Get Nash. Nash. Wow, I'm slipping into Russian words now. Go across, take this, whatever it is. Hidden court. Isn't that the place? Yeah, it's the place with the golem and stuff where you. I'm assuming you put this like power cell in there. Maybe we don't get that immediately. But either way, we travel through here. All of the golems. We presumably use the spider track to reach this, or I don't know. We'll find out. Basically, we connect the areas. We grab the power cell from here, conveniently enough, and do the rest of the thing. And the rest of the Thorn Jungle has nothing for me, it looks like. Okay. So, no reason to have landed here, actually. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna cut off early just in case next stream might be shorter than usual. I'm gonna go the normal 4 hours. So we're gonna finish backtracking on this planet at the very least and maybe take a peek into Valhalla. But next time, even if it goes slightly over 4, I'm gonna finish it because having one stream for like last boss would be silly. Real silly. But I mean, we got 50 minutes until 4 hours, so we can get a lot of backtracking, if not all of backtracking done in that time. Valhalla is a question though, because I don't know many places where I don't have cells from. I might just find the rest of the power cells as I'm going through these plans, because they are marked on the map. That's a question, Mike. Originally my plan was to do the Zeldas, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, and then move on to Witcher games, because I actually kind of want to show Hippocat the Witcher games the most. But I have been contemplating doing Witchers first. The only drawback is that the Zeldas, after Witchers, the Zeldas are gonna be completely just underwhelming in every possible case. Like, not even just, I know Hippocat doesn't care about anything, but I would feel, I would not be able to like get excited about, hey, this Zelda, like Wind Waker has cool motivations for Ganondorf and he is slightly developed as a character, or hey, Twilight Princess cool little badass bits and stuff and whatnot. After Witchers, it's gonna all feel completely underwhelming. So, but Zeldas are long and Wind Waker probably is really long, and we kind of want to get to Witchers. On the other hand, I want to read the Witcher books in English on my own before I do that, so I can at least recognize everything which Hippocat will probably have forgotten by now. So, come to think of it, other than a slight like hurry to get to the Witcher games, there is no real reason to, and several reasons to get them last. So probably next game will be Wind Waker, most likely. Okay, splash damage. I mean, it is, but also it's kinda isn't, because there's always different details about it. And Majora's Mask is completely different from the rest of them. How the bloody hell do I get anything else in here? I guess I unfreeze that fucker there. And I mean, Twilight Princess is the most like cliche out of all of them. But they all have the details that I appreciate, and the atmosphere and whatnot. Okay, so I can see myself going there and getting something in there. Wind Waker mostly, you know what? I mostly just like the atmosphere and Dragon Roost, the music in there, and I do really like the final fight and some of the story revelations. But Twilight Prince, I like a lot about Twilight Prince. I think that one's gonna be at least exciting for me to pretend Hippocat actually is paying attention, because there's a lot of things like, well, or maybe people in the chat who haven't played it or don't remember much about it, because there's a lot of stuff in Twilight Prince I feel that could be cool to show. Wind Waker a bit less, but it's just overall Wind Waker is a solid game anyway. Yeah, okay, I kind of wanted to grab that, but it was too late. Okay, now we go in here and look for more dots on the map. It's kind of funny how these guys, at least one of the scans about these guys said that they were still alive, but they get completely obliterated when I destroy the ice. Okay, Mr. Can Stop the Robot. I personally never played it myself, cannot attest about the controls. Controls are a part people dislike. The sky is boring, even compared to the ocean in Wind Waker, as far as I know. And the overworld is pretty linear and shit. And disconnected. Those are the two things besides the controls that I think people dislike. My personal pet peeve with Skyward Sword, actually there's one and a half. I dislike it like ancient technology robots thing, because that kind of messes with the timeline. And I dislike the demise thing, which they fucked up Ganondorf completely by making him a reincarnation of like a demon spirit instead of his own person that had his own reasons for doing the bullshit that he did. Wait, there's a thing in here. Or was it in there? Ah, no, I was looking downwards, I guess. Okay, so nothing else in here. I'm gonna assume that might be the thing you get by using the giant ship cell. Yeah, I've seen people, like, it was of course hilarious, and also, what, did I go backwards? I thought it went backwards, didn't I? It was hilarious slash sad when Miyamoto couldn't get the controls to work at E3 for a while. But I've seen many people enjoy them, because I watched some playthroughs of that game originally when it came out. And people weren't really complaining that much about the controls, I'll be honest. All the complaints I've read about controls are text-based, not like seeing people struggle with them or as they played and recorded the game. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't... I don't think it was more linear than the other Zeldas, strictly. But I think the overworld just dropped all pretense of being an overworld, and it was just like 3 separate like dungeon bits before the actual dungeons. And by dungeon bits I mean straight up just like corridor based, even though it's trying to be like a desert. I guess the desert wasn't corridor based, but you know what I mean. Not open enough. Okay, that's a power cell. And yeah, I don't think I can get that through any of these things. So which direction is the thing that I want? Something in fuel gel pool, looks like. Outside. It could be outside, accessible from here, to be honest, as well. I'm gonna do the other stuff first. So wait, damn it, didn't mean to close the map. Actually, isn't the combat system in Final Fantasy 13 good? I've heard all the people who dislike the game for the linearity actually praise the combat system. Okay, so I go slightly to the right and forward, if I can. I maybe not be able to get back through this bullshit. So I might have to travel to the outpost. Let's see, can I get back through that bullshit or not? Ah, it's not too late. Okay. Nah. You know what? Get fucked. No. No. Ah. Okay. Oh yeah! I can now travel through fuel gel, but there's nothing in it. Wasn't there another fuel gel buff somewhere around here as well? Oh well, there aren't any pickups on the minimap, so I'm not gonna look for it too hard. But I'm not sure where I'm going at the moment. Can I? I think this was a power-up. So direction at B is up there. Maybe this is a way back up. or a way I can take that will take me back up. Okay, there's a fuel gel buff. Nothing in it as well. Okay, yeah, I think that is the top channel here that I can get back through. Cool. Was like combat system, much richer FF10. Well, I have not played FF10, though I might watch a playthrough soon, because I've been kind of itching for some JRPG stuff. I'm gonna play some of them. I've gotten some JRPGs recommended to me, including the YS or IS series on the SNES. Apparently I killed something, even though that thing isn't dead. And the 7th, something 7th, not guess, no, 7th like something on the SNES as well. I asked people for non-linear JRPGs and those were the recommendations. I'm also gonna attempt give another chance to Final Fantasy 4 and 6. Okay, why did I never go through this? I have no idea why I never went through this. I might not have needed the energy golem at all. What the fuck? Well, let's deal with the energy golem anyway. Am I not powering it? What? What do I need to do with this one? Man! Guys, whoever is trying to kill me right now, fuck off. I think it's that guy, somehow. It's like he's sending the bets on me or something. Weird. I guess I killed one of those bets. You know what? Fuck you. There we go. So, okay. What do I need to do to... Fuck off, bats. To this. Overloading with energy. This means sacrifice. Okay. Okay. This isn't just me already fucking up. Connect and overload. I guess there's an angle that I couldn't overload it. This guy's presumably gonna power up the spiderball track or just kind of shoot me up this bullshit from his belly. No, I think he's gonna come back where he was, because otherwise this would be slightly annoying to get to. Oh boy, this is quite a track. And all for a missile, looks like. I hope it's not a ship missile, because I will be angry. Yeah. Okay. It's very fortunate you can just hope